This recent update is very frustrating to 76ers fans. Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Chris here for Philly Sports Fire. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to keep an eye on for more 76ers content. RB Philly Take, shout out to him. He does an excellent job covering the 76ers all season and off season long. Make sure you check him out. He tweeted, quote, VJ Edgecombe reportedly appeared nervous during his private workout in Philadelphia and did not shoot the ball particularly well in an unnatural one-on-one setting. He made a strong impression in interviews and meetings. This was via Jeremy Woo and Draft Express. This instantly will bring reminders to the 76ers of some painful memories with Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle. Instant, what if the guy can't shoot? What if his jump shot's going to be broke? What if he just ends up the way they did and is just not a good shooter? I guess the comfort we can see in this is that Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain, on the other hand, are very good shooters, so that doesn't really put as much pressure on exactly for him to necessarily be an excellent three-point shooter, but it's definitely something I would note. It does seem like they're not letting that overshadow how well the meeting went. As it says here at the end, he made a strong impression in interviews and in meetings. So it seems like that's pretty much what they're focused on mainly, with his energy in the locker room, with the overall impression that he made in other spots, rather than just how one workout went. But I definitely see why people would be concerned, especially with Embiid. You're going to need shooters put around him. And with the Sixers having several guards, you're going to not want somebody coming in again who's just struggling to shoot the three. We at least expected for Matisse Thybulle that he could become at least a decent three-point shooter. He didn't need to be great, but it got to a point that he was just being too hesitant to shoot three-pointers. And the same thing with other players that the Sixers got in free agency. Daniel House, PJ Tucker, just to name a couple. When I watch VJ Edgecombe highlights, I honestly see this Ricky Council IV, Matisse Thybulle, Anthony Edwards hybrid. That might sound really weird at first. When I see him dunk, flying down the lane, it looks like Ricky Council IV. Ton of energy, man, the kid can fly. And Anthony Edwards, that's pretty similar there. Coming out of college, Anthony Edwards was a high-volume three-point shooter, shooting over 7 threes per game in college, but wasn't exactly efficient. And he's been one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA this past season. I see some shooting potential in VJ Edgecombe, but it pretty much looks like, I think he's a nice jump shot, but I really don't know how much that's going to translate to the NBA level, because it might go on the other hand, whereas Matisse Thybulle, I kind of see that, where he could be a guy that could make some three-pointers, but really just doesn't have the volume, doesn't have as many attempts, isn't really extremely efficient, but defensively, that guy can be a menace. He anticipates where the ball is going well, steals, he can block shots, really good defender, but not too much of an offensive game. But with Thybulle, other than some threes, he really did not have pretty much any offensive game. We really might be seeing the coming of Matisse Edwards IV. But who knows where this all might end up. That's why I'd love to hear your comments down below. What are your thoughts on VJ Edgecombe, especially with the nerves and the shooting woes that happened in his private workout with the 76ers? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button to keep an eye on for more 76ers content, especially with the draft coming up. Till next time, peace out, Philly.